So gold is trading in a range, a very tight range, and it looks to me like it's wanting to test this low down here, meaning this candle here and this candle here did not purge liquidity residing below this low. This low is also lower than this candle's low. So this is the area to target moving forward in the week to come. If we get an 8-hour closure below, another one, below 1840 spot 93. So I'm looking for price to push up and possibly test the 1845 spot 54 and reject. If we get that, you can target 1822 spot 25. What is up, traders? That little gold skit was from yesterday's video. We were targeting this low right here unless we got an 8-hour closure above 1840 spot 93. We did not get that, so this was the target. That's what we were looking for. That's what we got. So good stuff's being showed here on this YouTube channel, guys. Today's video, we're going to go over engaging the audience. People wanted me to throw up some stuff they wanted to look at, and that's what we're looking at in today's video. I'll try to make it short and sweet, so stay tuned. All right, we're going to start with NATGAS. NATGAS has been trading in this range, and it's been trading in it flawlessly all the way back to 2010. I just wanted to show you that. That's what those lines are there. However, the more near-term trend lines I got from this daily low here, being June the 26th, 2020, and I just took it off that high there, and so far price hasn't came back in to act with it. And then this upper trend line came in from the November 2nd candle, and I just hit it off that high there. Currently, we are trading up slightly near term to the downside. All right, so let's go into an 8-hour candle or 8-hour chart here and see what's what. So currently we are testing 2 spot 62 as resistance. We did have a further push down, but not quite a test of 2 spot 52, which is this white line here. So as long as you're trading in this range and holding support at 2 spot 52, holding support means you could dip down as long as you're closing 8-hour candles above. You can look for this area to come back into play. Specifically, this candle's high. You could target that as long as you're holding support. If you get a break above that, then a retest and hold of 2 spot 628, then your next target objective is going to be 2 spot 74. The bearish side, you get an 8-hour closure below 2 spot 52. 2 spot 47 is going to be your next area, which is this here. And then it's going to be 2 spot 32. XRP. I'm sorry about not putting this on the crypto weekly outlook, guys. Somehow it must have got edited out or something. So I apologize for that. I'll go over it right now for you. You can see we have all these lower wicks here. So this area is holding as, or was holding as support. We have gotten 2 closures below it. So on the shorter term, if you get a test back up to 0 spot 50, which is this line here, and a failure, meaning you push up above it but the 8-hour closes below it, your next target is going to be this lowest low here at 0 spot 48. You get an 8-hour closure below that, your next area to target is going to be 0 spot 45, which is this low here. That price hasn't even come close to testing yet. To me, that's what it looks like it's heading. I could be wrong, but this looks like ultimately this is the target. And then from there, if you get 8-hour closures back above, this could be a good spot for bulls to re-enter the market. But we'll see. This could absolutely hold support. It could. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see what happens. The bullish case. The bullish case is you want to see a close above 0 spot 51, which is this area here, just taken from this bullish up close candle, the close of that candle. You get a bullish close above that. Your next area to look for resistance to come into play is going to be the open of this bullish candle. That's going to be 0 spot 55. An 8-hour close above that, then this is going to be the ultimate target of 0 spot 57, and then this high here. Okay? USDCAD. USDCAD has been trading down down, 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 and down, and a little bit more down. However, it's extremely extended. On a weekly, you can see that. This is your next target low to target. If it keeps trading lower, this is going to be the target, and that's at 1.25279. Okay, that's this low here. But let's go into a shorter time frame chart and get some direction. All right, first thing right off the rip, what I see here is I see a market structure here that we closed an 8-hour candle below. I keep forgetting I need to stretch it out for you guys so you can see on mobile. Got an 8-hour closure below this market structure here, and then an immediate rejection or bullish engulfing, which indicates this is a bear trap. Okay, when is it no longer a bear trap? Well, when you get an 8-hour close below that, which is 1.27200. Okay, so how do you trade this? Well, you want to see support hold at 2.27306. If you get that, then your target is going to be the first area of resistance at 1.27760, and then ultimately this high, which is 1.27931. If you get closures on an 8-hour time frame basis above this area, your next area to target to the upside is going to be 1.28190. This is a bear trap, and it's a bear trap until it tells us otherwise. So I'm leaning more bullish to neutral on this pair. The only way I start looking for short side targets is if we close below 1.27200. As long as we're closing 8-hour candles above that, my bullish targets, the first bullish target is going to be 1.27927. ETHBTC. So ETHBTC is trading in a range, and you have this. I just took it. Well, this is not right. TradingView keeps moving my damn lines. So I just took it off of that high, which is like the week of May 14th, 2018, and I tapped it to that high being the week of August 31st, 2020. And then the underside comes from this low here at Jan 6, 2020, and I just double tapped it right there at the 11th of May, 2020. So that's your underside trend and overside trend. Currently, we're trading in a range, and that range is very vast. That range is from here all the way to here. Why is it from here to here? Well, because you had a massive bullish explosion and a retest, but failed to make new high, and we're trading down lower. So going forward on the near term, if you get a bearish close below 0.030088, your next area to look for is going to be this low right there at 0.029883, and then ultimately 0.029039. The bullish case, you need a closure above 0.030818, and then your next area or market structure to get 8-hour closures above is going to be 0.031226. This line here, this high here can be your target near term for a bullish entry at 0.031358. It is trading in a range, so it makes it very difficult to dictate direction. MP, this is a stock. I haven't done any kind of due diligence on this thing. I'm just grabbing what levels I can off of it. I'm assuming it's a SPAC, or a recent acquisition, because SPACs seem to be the play this year for EV companies. So I'm assuming that's what this thing is. So on the daily chart, it's kind of hard to get levels when stuff's gappy like this, but I'll do my best. What levels it looks to me to have right now is this was your current market structure low, and that was at 26.30, and 26.13, and we have had a daily closure above that. Okay, then we gapped up, tested the next market structure area, which is 20.30, and then rejected. Now we did close today's candle above this area here, which is still that market structure. So as long as you're closing, I'll say 1 hour candles, because this would be an intraday price range. Let's just go to an hourly real quick and I'll tell you what I'm talking about. As long as you're closing hourlies above this, this will be your next target. So if you get hourly closures below, especially, I keep forgetting, guys, bear with me. If you get an hourly close below this low right here from this bearish candle at 25.86, you're possibly heading down to 24.84. 24.84. If you keep closing hourly candles above 26.30, your next area to look for is 27.30. Okay? If you get an hourly closure below, or a couple hourly closures below 24.84, your next area would be gap fill at 22.96. One thing I want to say about gaps real quick, guys, is as a new trader, do not trade gap fill strategies. You'll get wrecked. Gaps do not have to fill. They do not have to fill. I can show you an Amazon chart real quick. Just bear with me. There are gaps that have never filled on Amazon, and I can show you real quick. Let me just scroll out and scrunch it up. And here we go. Gap, unfilled, never filled. This one down here, gap, unfilled, never filled. Gaps don't have to fill. All these double white lines indicate a gap that was never filled. And I can do that on almost every single asset in the New York Stock Exchange. The SPY has unfilled gaps. Apple has unfilled gaps. Facebook has. Don't trade gap fill strategies until you become a pro and you know what you're looking at. PLL. PLL is, I'm assuming it's the same thing, a SPAC. And this thing is garbage, dude. It's so illiquid. I mean, this is an hourly chart, and look at this gappy, spotty price action. This is literally something you do not want to trade. Stay far, 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 far away from this. And, I mean, I can give you... Jordan is more of a long-term investor, 8-hour swing trading stuff. I mean, I could do it, but it's kind of a waste of time. This is going to be something that you believe in, and it's just buy and hold. But until then, these are your levels. If you're trying to day trade this thing, which I highly recommend you do not, if you you got a daily close below 25.41, your next target is going to be this low here, which is 23.54. If tomorrow you get a close above 25.41, your next target, well, this will be your next area of resistance is going to be 27.76, but your next target would be 28.83. And finally, the US 30. Now, I got this trend line on a weekly here. Scrunch it up so you can see what I did. I took it off this high here, tapped it to that high there. We traded above it a little bit and rejected, and currently we're coming up into it even more. So you got some kind of wedge pattern forming here, and then you got some closures above and then rejection. So basically, any test up into this area here at 30,072, if you get a rejection, your area to target is going to be right under near-term price, which is 29,865. Okay, you get an 8-hour closure below this trend line and below this support zone. Your next support zone is going to be, this level is 29,679, and then ultimately your next area is going to be 29,232. You get an 8-hour closure below 29,679, you're heading to 29,232 possibly. So I hope that helps, guys. Please like and subscribe. If you're new here, just know that this is great information being shared on this channel, and you won't be sorry. And until next time, happy trading, guys.